Hey guys, Carl Kasuth here. I'm Chief Designer with Tethrd. Today we're doing a little bit of a how-to video on shed hunting. I'm out here with two of my buddies today. I've got Jeremy Arthur and Jared McBride. But yeah, we're going to be talking about where to find them, how to find them, what to look for. If you get out there early enough, you're going to be able to find a lot of bone, a lot of antlers, fairly easy, just working field edges and out in the middle of fields. Now keep in mind, this is public land, and I know a lot of you guys are public land hunters, so it's kind of a first come, first serve thing. This last year, so the end of 2019, we actually had several good bucks start dropping well before Christmas. Right around probably the first, second week of December, we were finding some pretty good sheds, and we were actually still hunting at that time. Based on where you live, what kind of mass crop you had, or what you have for late season food sources, that's going to really dictate where you're going to look for the antlers. So especially early on when you know the bucks are starting to drop, get out there and hit those high percentage areas first. And for us, this year it was the fields. I know for a fact that this place has been hit fairly hard already this year, so I think we'll probably find something today, I hope. But I've got a couple of pretty seasoned shed hunters here with me, so we're just going to give it a go and see what we can do. Well, let's hit this field here. One of us will run the edge, then 10, 15 yards out, and then 10, 15 yards out we'll go field. This one here. Okay. We'll kind of grid it with the three of us. We'll go all the way to the end, and then come back. Okay. So. This is obviously a very nice day, bluebird day, a lot of sunshine. This is not the optimum type of conditions you want for shed hunting. If you can get an overcast day, that's actually better. And the reason is, if you look out here in this field we're walking right now, there's glares everywhere from the sun. When it's overcast or rainy even, you'll be able to see a lot better. They won't have any glare, and whenever it's wet, antlers really seem to pop. They really seem to stand out. Here's a perfect example of how you can get fooled. Jeremy, I don't know what he was thinking. I knew it was a root as soon as I saw it, but he thought it was a big shed. Just giving you crap. Zoom in right over there into the base of that tree. From here, it looks like I'm looking at the curvature of a main beam with one tine that I could see coming off of it. But if you zoom in on it, you're gonna see that it's just a root, and we'll walk up on it. That's where your glass, your binos can really pay off for you. You see something, like from right here, I am 25, 30 yards away from that thing, and I would swear all day long standing here that that's an antler. But you throw your glass up real quick, and I can instantly see that it's a root. So your glass will save you a lot of footwork, a lot of walking. So keep that in mind. Well, Zach, our cameraman, he drew first blood, and it's a monster. So we got a little forky right here, and you can tell just by the way it's laying, it was a pretty early drop. It's got a lot of some clover and grass and stuff kind of coming up around it. How far away were you from this thing?
I stepped on it.
Yeah, almost stepped on it, and that's what happens a lot of times, even with bigger ones. Sometimes you just you don't see them until you're right up on them. But this little dude is it's this year's shed, but you can tell where it's been laying, and it was probably a pretty early drop. But yeah, a little forky there. So yeah, Zach pulled the trigger on the first one, so good deal. I guess I'll let you keep this one.
Thanks.
Make a knife handle out of it. This is a shed that I brought out here with us today. It's something I wanted to show you guys. But take this with you when you start shed hunting. because what you want to do is you want to train your eyes what to look for. Because an antler is one of the very few things in nature that once it's off of that buck's head and it's on the ground, it just doesn't belong there. It's got this very unnatural curve. You're going to find very few sticks or limbs or anything on the ground that's going to have a curvature like the main beam of a deer antler. Same thing with the tines. You're looking for that picket fence. You're looking for generally, depending on how far away, you're probably only going to see the tips, but that's what you're looking for. Whenever you get out to where you're really starting to look for antlers, take that thing and chuck it over your head. Wait for it to settle and then turn around and try to find it. So right now, it took me just a second, but I can see it right here. And pretty much any way you throw it and any way it lands, it could be a realistic how you would find one. So do this. It's a really good way to get your eyes accustomed to what you're looking for. Rode in here to check a food plot, and you can see right here where the bikes are parked, this is the little access road to get to the food plot. So we drove past this shed, didn't even see it, checked this little food plot, and we're coming out, and I think Jeremy about crashed his bike. He saw it and slammed on his brakes. So this is Jeremy's find, just a little half of a very young 8-pointer. We've been struggling a little bit today, but that's the way it goes whenever you're shed hunting, especially later in the season like this. It just goes to show you, you're not gonna find every single one. You are going to walk by some. It's just gonna happen. And this is a perfect example. It's just laying right here 10 feet off this little road. And we just didn't see it coming in. And actually, if you look right here, there's a bush and there's quite a bit of obstruction coming in from that way. There's a lot of briars and stuff growing up that kind of obscures your view. And then right here, coming back, it's completely open. And so it was a lot more visible coming back out this way. Guys, we're about ready to wrap it up. It's going on 5:30, I think. We've walked quite a bit today. Didn't have a whole lot of luck. Zach found this first little guy, and then Jeremy found this a little later on. So didn't really know what to expect today. It is late for us to be out shed hunting. Yeah, hopefully we were able to show you guys a few tips and tricks. I would say probably my main one is for you guys who have never shed hunted before and you're thinking about starting, is whenever I showed you throwing the antler over your shoulder and then turn around to find it. I think that's really key to learning how to train your eyes for what to look for whenever you're starting out. You're looking for those unnatural curves in the main beam, and that picket fence look of the tines, and just take an antler out there and practice it. It's really going to help you a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and post down below your best shed, where you found it, not exactly obviously, but what the situation was, why you think it was there. Was it in a buck bed or at a crossing? Share what you guys have out there too. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.